ICPC can't arrest former lawmaker. Bulkachuwa NASS clerk tells courts why ICPC can't arrest former lawmaker. So you remember the Bulkachuwa plenary, what was it called now? Valedictory speech, where he said that he interfered with his wife's decision. Remember, his wife used to be George. As a matter of fact, she used to be the Court of Appeal president, right? So he would interfere with a judgment for the sake of his friend, something like that. And the ICPC has now invited Bulkachuwa to come answer some questions, and Bulkachuwa has run to the court, and in the court is petitioning the court to tell ICPC not to investigate him, or that they cannot investigate him. And the National Assembly clerk Tambua has been called, not the former governor of course, but he has been called to come and be on the side of Bulkachuwa. And the clerk is saying what happens in the plenary stays in the plenary and cannot be used to investigate or to arrest or to prosecute anybody, and that's the argument. But this is my angle, or this is my perspective to the conversation. Remember when Nigerians started shouting and complaining and lamenting, reacting to the comments of Bulkachuwa? He came out and said no, he did not mean that he altered the judgment of his wife, and his wife also came out and made similar statements. He was trying to say he explained something at the time. And if he has not interfered like he claimed, and like his wife also claimed, why is he being afraid of being investigated by the ICPC? Why is he afraid of questioning? Okay, moving on. IG denies withdrawal of police escorts from ex-governors and VIPs. Remember, we mentioned this in passing yesterday. I said that there was the report that caught my attention, and that the acting IG had ordered and directed that police escorts no longer follow ex-governors and VIP around. And the reports mentioned a few ex-governors, and then I asked the question, were they being selective? However, now the IG has come out to say, see, if you look at that letter said to be or said to have emanated from the police, you would see that it was coming from the wrong office. It was supposed to be from an assistant commissioner of police, but it was coming from a deputy commissioner of police, and he was saying, see, there's something wrong with that directive. It did not come from his office. He does not know about it, and it is going to be investigated. Do you think there's been some backlash from the ex-governors and VIPs, and maybe those who have connections to Aso Rock have called, and Aso Rock has now told the acting IG, calm down now. That could be a possibility, right? That could be a possibility, because the Constitution does say who is entitled to police escorts. The president, the vice president, the governors, deputy governors, legislators, both at the national and state level, and even at the local government level. Even the local government chairmen are entitled to entitled to police escorts. So ex-governors, ex-presidents, not so sure. But let's move on now to the next one. Abia State, 220 million naira worth of ghost workers uncovered. Nigeria. I mean, it's easy for us to blame the government all day long, but when we look at various corners of our society, I mean, corruption, I keep saying, is everywhere. The same civil servants will say, oh, government has not paid us money, have not paid us salary, they're owing us salary for how many months? But look at the level of corruption, look at the weight of corruption in the civil service, and bet me, I bet you, it's not just Abia State. Maybe we should do the torchlighting here in River State. That there is the possibility, and it brings us back to the issue of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. It brings us back to the employment processes. where, you know me, I know you, or you pay your way in, or some people, and I think it's the racketeering that goes on in a lot of places. Some people, get the job and they try to sell that job place or placement to some other person, or they don't even go to work at all. I think that thing is very common with coppers who are serving, in the NYSC scheme. All right, there's a quick commercial break, and when I do come back, conversations will continue. But hey, I still have one last big story, and that is Ignatius Ajuru University of Education sacked workers deny going to court. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. 26 minutes gone past the hour of 3. You're listening to Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubatu, and we're going through the big stories for today. And I've gone through 4 of those stories, and I'm going to the last one. And I might just add some extra, you can call it Jara like we say in our local parlance. So Ignatius Ajuru University of Education sacked workers, or you can say relieved workers, deny going to court. Some of them actually. It was in our 6 a.m. bulletin today, and it goes like this. Some relieved staff of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education have refuted the claims by civil society organizations that they have resolved to take legal action against the River State government and Benjamin Diri, Christopher Barigbon. Such and the state describes it as an activity of those who lack the mode of operation of the institution. And they said the action taken by the River State government is for the good of the university, and they have accepted it in good faith. They also said they believe that as a compassionate government, the River State government will reactivate the recruitment process in due course as promised. They also warned individuals and groups that parade themselves as civil society organizations to refrain from interfering with the affairs of the university. I don't know if this is a strategy, a tactic. I don't know. But yesterday, you and I, we talked about this, and we talked about, the best way with which the state government can go about this. And I, mentioned yesterday that I am for the government kicking against corruption, and if there was corruption in the employment process, then maybe it should be redone, right? However, I did say that those who have worked for about 8 months plus should be paid because they have worked. It's not their fault entirely. The school has a role to play because the school is the one who conducted the whole employment process. However, some people who are affected by the sack have come out to say, hey, all of you mind your business. We're okay with it. We're hoping that they will do the process all over again, and those of us who are genuine will get the employment. So we don't care how long it takes, but as long as the right thing is done. And the question I'm asking is, how are you reacting to the statement by some of the sacked staff or workers of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education? And looking at some of the names that were mentioned in that report, I can then say maybe we can put a rest to the rumors that it was just a certain tribe that were employed into the school at the time. Because I can see some names from different tribes, at least 2 different tribes, if I'm very correct, yeah. At least 2 different tribes. All right, so I'm going to open the phone lines right now. Which of the big story or stories are you interested in? Which of the big stories are you interested in? The first one has got to do with petrol price, pump price, increasing to between 617 and 620 naira per litre. I've also got the story, Bulkachuwa NASS clerk tells courts why ICPC can't arrest former lawmaker. IG denies withdrawal of police escorts from ex-governors VIPs. Interesting there. Interesting one there. Abia State, 220 million naira worth of ghost workers uncovered. Ignatius Ajuru University of Education sacked workers deny going to court. All right, 08179230002 is the first number to call me with. The second number to call me with is 08179230003. Let's get your thoughts on this one now. All right, Robin, welcome.
Yes, my brother, good afternoon, Canada.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, I want to react about the denial by some of those sacked students in quote of Ignatius.
No, they are not students. They are not students. They are staff, workers.
I mean, staff, rather. Let me tell you, Canada. One of the things that has kept us in this quagmire in our society is the poverty to pay for legal fees. If not, people will go to court. Myself, I would have gone to court, or I will go to court at every instance, but the money to pay legal fees. Therefore, for me, I do not agree and believe that those names that you've read out flying around, they are genuine staff employed that went through those rigorous processes that they are employed. Now the state government asked them to go home after 8 months. And the civil society on pro bono decided to speak for them in court, and they will denounce. I doubt. Let those faces, those names, they should show their face on camera. Okay. They should tender their letter of employment, the photocopy, before they return them back to that school. Whatever they are doing, the government of River State is known for not having respect for its citizens.
All right then.
And however and whatever they do, nature will speak. And
Robin, thank you very much. I've got to move on now. I've got Edward from Ajuru. Edward, greetings to you. Welcome on the show.
Hello?
Yeah.
The topic was about the number of guard or security that the ex-government should use. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Hello?
I can hear you, Edward. I'm listening to you. Ex-governors, VIPs, withdrawal of police from them, yeah?
The ex-governors, at least now they're no more in power. So if they are using 5 securities, for instance, at least they should reduce to 2 or 3.
But the Constitution does not. The Constitution does not even. Can you hear me?
IG, hello?
Can you hear me, Edward? The Constitution does not even allow them.
Or the Deputy Police Commissioner should not be afraid to talk about that, because it's very necessary. They have an account of the policemen we have in the state or in the country. So when the government has stepped down, they said the celebration has gone, they have the right to withdraw them first back to the station. And they reapply if they need them again.
All right then.
But I know some of those donors, you have the money, you pay to the IG or the Commissioner of Police, and they give you the number of police you want. But for now that you're no more in office, hello?
I'm listening to you. You can't hear me, so I'm just listening.
Yeah, you should reduce. They should reduce them. Because I have one in my state. In his premises, there are these flocks of police fleeing everywhere. And he's an ex-governor. I don't want to mention them.
All right, then. Thank you, Edward. Edward, I'm moving on now. I'm going to Frank now. Yeah, thank you very much, Edward. Frank from Dillon, welcome. Let's talk.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, let me dwell on the Ignatius Ajuru employment saga. It's good to hear from the horse's mouth.
Okay.
Because last week when this news broke out, some people said, "Hey, government have do this, have do that because of Enrique. They have removed some names. They don't want those people to get employment." That is not true. If there is any facade in the system, they get to cancel it. And I thank God those that denied employment, they have used their mouth to say that they are with government. They like what they do, so that they will scrutinize everything. It's not everything about politics in this state. We should just say politics and focus for the truth.
All right then.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. I've got Muriel from Okrika. Muriel, greetings to you. Welcome on the show.
Thank you, Kalada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Thank you. Is the Okrika woman on the line?
All right, welcome.
Kalada, when I heard the fuel increase, oh my God. Jesus Christ. 600 and what?
17 naira per
70
litre.
something naira.
17 naira per litre.
My goodness. Canada, do you know that the prices of everything will change automatically?
Of course it will. Of course.
My God. Canada, I feel like crying the cry of all Nigerians right now. Now, Canada, I really want to understand what is the reason for this. Is it the landing cost? Is it a landing cost? The landing cost of this product has increased, or the cost of importing it, or why is it that our crude oil, the cost of the crude oil doesn't change in Nigeria? When that happens, we don't even know.
No. The cost of crude oil is determined by OPEC, or is it OPEC Plus now? They are the ones responsible for determining the price of crude oil. In the international space.
Kalada. I don't. These explanations. In fact, where do we head to now? What's the next thing now? So are we just going to bear the brunt just like that? The government. What are they saying?
They're going to share. They're going to. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Muriel. I intend to say. No, don't say thank you, Muriel. But I was going to tell you that the government is going to share 8,000 naira to 12 million homes in 6 months. Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. Braid from Transamadi, welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello, Mr. Batuba. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome on the show.
Canada. What is happening in Nigeria?
What do you mean by that?
Where is 600 plus? Some are selling it 750 right now.
Oh, okay.
Canada, the government come in and said fuel subsidy has gone. Now, since May till now, the government cannot tell us one tangible thing they.
Hello, Bray.
Canada.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's really a sad situation we are. There is no monthly refinery. Even our refineries have not been repaired. There is no mechanized farming in this country. Even our tourism space not happen. Oh, Canada, what a government we are having in Nigeria. Hey, Almighty God, come and save Nigeria.
Amen.
Our Father in heaven, come down. Nigerians are perishing.
Bray, thank you. Thank you very much. I've got to move on now to Gifts from Port Harcourt Township. Gifts.
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Chief K.
Were you laughing at our prayer session?
I go do now.
Welcome.
He's praying, and besides, the African ladies wanted to pray for all of us. Sorry, wanted to cry for all of us.
Yeah, one person wanted to cry for everybody, one other person wants to pray for all of us.
I just wonder whether the weight of our cry, they will push her down.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
But, Chief K, we are told in my community that you can't find a healthy tooth inside a rotten mouth. And that is the situation we find ourselves today. Because if you don't know where the rain begins to beat you, you won't know where it stopped.
Okay.
We saw it coming, and then we said, okay, we went along with the party, and now the party has shown us that this is what they want to bring to the table, and we will take them the way we see them.
Okay.
At the end of the era, like they said, the Secretary to Government said, it's just for this period. After this period, what next? Bible said, sorrow or your tears will endure for night, is it not? Your joy will come for morning. That is if at all you live to see the morning. It's unfortunate.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Real Gift. You just came with parables. I barely understood what you were saying, but thank you nonetheless. So, Ovunda from Port Harcourt, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, concerning the fuel increase, I think Nigeria is no longer moving forward again. For me, I want us to hire a British to come back and rule us back again. That's the only way we can achieve this country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ovunda. I wonder what a lot of you were thinking when you were applauding the removal of subsidy, because you all celebrated when your favorite candidates during the electioneering season said, "Oh, we will remove subsidy, enough of the scam." But this is what you get. It's free market to an extent, not entirely as far as I'm concerned. But it's free market to an extent, and so when it's free market, market forces will affect the pricing. And I do think there is a relationship between the marketers bringing in their first shipments into the country since NNPCL ceased to be the sole importer, with the current increment in the price of petrol. So yeah, that's what happens when there is market force involved in a product or the pricing of a product. Hector from Ogbogoro, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk.
Nigeria is moving forward indeed.
Amen.
Yes, amen. We are praying country. We can pray very well. We pray fervently, and we are getting results from our faith. Yes.
All right. Everybody seems to be laughing. It's a good one. It's a good one.
This is the result.
Okay.
The result of everything increase in Nigeria. Population increase, fuel price increase, gas increase, tariff increase, bills increase, political embezzlement increase. The only thing that is constant, that never changes, is salary.
But they want to increase the salary to according to the story we looked at yesterday, 200,000 naira.
For now it ends they want to, so it's still they want to.
All right then.
We don't know when they will.
All right then.
It is still they want to.
All right, thank you, Hector.
Very, very unfortunate.
Thank you, Hector. I've got to move on now. I've got Raf from Abia. Raf, welcome. Let's talk.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to comment on the.
I'm listening to you. Welcome. Let's go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to comment on the.
Hello. Oh, sorry.
For a few days, last month we told that Dangote commission is the refinery. Up till now, we have never heard about even the liters of fuel being refined in that refinery. What's the problem?
I would have to ask Dangote himself. I don't own the refinery now. I would have to ask him.
Can't our government establish a modular refinery instead of importation of fuel from other countries?
Sorry, what did you say? If our government can do modular refineries, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, because of importation is what is bringing all this, increment in fuel price. If we are refining them locally in our country, I don't think there will be all these, cost of importation, this and that, and before you know it, the price is on the high side.
All right then. Okay, thank you very much for your time, Ralph. Let's get to Clinton, who is calling from Bori. Clinton, greetings to you. Welcome.
Yeah, Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah,
the hike in PMS price, I don't think there's any Nigerian that is not feeling this increase in price. And it's really bad. And there's no hope. assuming there was hope, let's say the refineries are being worked on, Nigeria will say this suffer is only for the time being. But now we are not seeing the refineries being worked on.
But they say, emphasis on they say, that the refineries have been worked on.
For Canada, we are not seeing them put their words into action. Because if at least one refinery, let's say the Port Harcourt refinery is being worked on, Nigerians will just say, at least we are seeing the benefit that at least the refineries are now being worked upon. But now nothing is happening, and it's bad. Then secondly, the retrenched workers of IAAU saying that they did not go to court. If those that suffer it, that are suffering, that are saying they did not go to court, who are we to complain?
Who are we? Thank you very much, Clinton. Thank you very much. Obed from Port Harcourt, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Canada.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, can you hear me, Canada?
Loud and clear.
Canada, I want to react on this and pump price.
Okay.
That was what actually most of us were saying at the mission when this president came in and made that program without any action, any clear-cut policy on how to address different issues. So what is happening right now is a reaction. So Nigeria should be it's for a short term, but not be able to be that short term. So Nigeria will continue to suffer, honestly. I thought you are talking of how much money they are saying 620, that was to say. But I bought at the rate of 637 naira.
Wow. Where did you buy? Where did you buy?
You know, at the time, the independent market had shut down from that morning. So after a short while, it reopened only for us to see. Because this afternoon, you understand? And they are still telling about that job. I cannot mention the petrol station now. It's only to which I can mention.
Interesting.
You understand?
Yeah.
They are selling at the rate of 637 naira. So that is what Nigerians are passing through right now. We are in precarious situation whereby every other thing is going to go up. Just like the prayer of the other man. We need to continue to pray. To God to give us courage to stand this harsh economic policy. Everything is increasing. You understand? That is not how to survive.
All right. Thank you very much.
Put a measure in place to pushing the effect of whatever might come up to there be any economic but Nigerians are left to suffer. We shall continue to suffer.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Let's read some messages on Facebook. Ogu Ojone Justice says Tinubu should put shame aside and apologize to Nigerians over the removal of subsidy and floating of naira. For this is renewed suffering, and he said for this is renewed suffering and not renewed hope. Clever Sonny says the fuel matter don't reach people we collect dollars and people we no collect. Okay, all right. I've got Chooks, and Chooks is calling from Port Harcourt. Chooks, greetings to you. Welcome on the show.
Yeah, Canada. Good afternoon.
Welcome, Chooks.
Yeah, I want to comment on the price increase.
All right, let's hear you.
You know, this argument of market forces, forest increase, you know, being responsible for the increment. Yes, the argument is very valid. But people have done the right thing.
Which is what's the right thing?
One, because what is the right thing? The right thing is fixing our refineries.
Okay.
Remember, they promised us that the refineries will be functioning by the first quarter of this year. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Now, we finished the first quarter, we're in the second quarter, and there is no news as in when this thing will start.
No, of course, now it's been shifted to December. Let me give you the news. I mean, before the last administration left, they said December, yeah.
Canada. Let them go and put it on Bet Niger. That refinery will not work in.
And you shouldn't be calling the name of a company. We're not doing free adverts, but I get you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let them go. See, if they had done the right thing, one, we won't have cases of landing costs like we paid paying for transport or shipping the fuel up to this point. Dollar is now so naira, or pounds is now so naira. Well, I mean, those things are affecting us because things are good. We'll be pumping straight to our refinery, and our refinery will be refining and be selling to the general public. But because there are people making too much money from this importation, that is why this thing will continue. Even that December deadline, that December that they told you that this refinery will function, I bet you, God keeping us alive, we will come back to this station and still talk the same thing that they figured it to April next year or second quarter next year.
I mean, Chooks, I know you're trying to make a point, but you shouldn't be praying for such. You want Nigeria to work, and you want the fuel price or petrol price to come down. So, I mean, it's best that we have the refineries working by December and not shifting until April 2024. Don't you agree?
Canada, are you a visitor to this country?
I'm not. I'm Nigerian, but I'm saying that's what we want.
Is it that you don't know Nigeria? Why will I, as a country that I know very well, a country that will never say this, and I'm saying we need to. In the afternoon.
Okay.
We expect that by December.
All right, thank you very much, Chooks. Thank you, Chooks. I'm hoping we can believe more in our country. Okay, I missed that one from Chibu from Transamadi. Let's get Zion's thoughts on these issues. Is calling from GRA. Zion, welcome on the show.
For the past decade, we bench our budget on a barrel. And everybody will shout, PPP, hooray. We share the money, we go. Next year again, benchmarking on what? $70 per barrel. Oil. I want to ask, how come they have never benchmarked the Nigerian budget on gold, coal, the tax we pay, the money from the seaports and other demurrages? How come? Only one product. And yet you went to your National Assembly and you now deregulated that same product. Are you sure that's not anarchy? Now the undertakers are here to take the casket to the cemetery. We are all willing when we join hands together in killing the country.
All right.
Until we go back and reshuffle that comment, benchmarking the country's budget on whatever dollar per barrel. That is only when we can get it right. And we should go back and work on that document. That stream should be regulated by the federal government. But if you keep it open, this is the things we are going to see, the drama. This is
all right,
like the game of the throne.
All right, thank you, Zion.
The winter is here.
All right, thank you, Zion. Thank you for your time. This one says Nigerians are wicked, and as such, petrol price will keep on increasing. Do you know the petrol or the fuel vessels arrived this week? And I'm sure it wasn't bought at the current international crude price nor exchange rate. From Fehabo Cliff. Fehabo, thank you very much. Well, let's look at this one. So it says, good afternoon. No matter how Nigerians cry and complain, petrol price will keep rising on daily basis because our rulers have deliberately bastardized our naira and dollarized our economy. All of these hikes in petrol are premeditated to intentionally make the politicians' refinery masqueraded as Dangote's refinery to be praised when it comes to fruition, since it is likely going to pretend to remove some naira from the current price, whereas they already have calculated where they want the price to be. The dark powers holding the nation is indeed strong. Okay, entirely your conspiracy theory, not mine nor 92.3 Nigeria Infos. This one says, good afternoon, I am Matthew Ibube Jonathan from Ngene. It is so unfortunate that the government has failed us in all ramifications. How would you justify the fact that petrol is sold at above 600 naira in Nigeria? Where have we gone wrong being Nigerians? I don't really understand. May God help us. All right. Let's see this one. All right, Canada. What am I hearing? Petrol now 600 naira plus. What a country are we? What is the meaning of this, for Christ's sake? How do they want us to survive? Who did we offend, for Christ's sake? I am giving up in this country. I am Mike. I am Mike. Don't give up yet. There's still hope. There is still hope. I've got another commercial break coming up, a very short one. After the commercial break, I'm going to read some more messages, and then I will go for the news, the business news. So do stay tuned.